MacGyver cooking, I'm going to call this. Who needs actual equipment, eh? Hello! This may not work at all, but it's worth a try. I am decided I'm going to cook in my pyjamas since Paddy's at work. And since we're in New Zealand, I decided that I'm going to try making some Afghans. My little recipe book there. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to preheat my oven. This is a new oven, so that was scary. It's 180, I think. Okay, so that's 180. And then I'm going to find some stuff. So I need some scales and a bowl. And I'm going to weigh out 200 grams of softened butter. I'm going to use margarine and see how this goes. So since I've just moved into a new house and I've left all of my decent stuff in the UK, I'm going to show you how to cook with absolutely nothing. Somewhere I have a plastic spoon. This whole cook will be done with just my bare hands. Something I'm not used to. I'm usually little miss technology. I've got technology to do everything. Yeah. Right, so that's 200 grams of butter, and to that I am going to add half a cup of sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So, since we are in measuring cup territory, I will use my measuring cups. So we want half a cup, which is this size, of sugar. Nice job for you, Paddy. You're going to have to do some cutting in this lovely video. So we've got just plain old caster sugar. So half a cup of caster sugar. And a teaspoon of vanilla essence. It's really interesting when you move to another country, trying to get yourself used to all the different ways of buying things. This could be interesting because this is the first time for everything new for me. It's a teaspoon of vanilla and a bit more because it's just dribbled everywhere. Yeah, a little bit extra and it's cheap anyway, so it's probably rubbish. And then we're going to cream these together. So the old-fashioned way, just with a spoon. If you're at home and you've got all your nice bits and pieces lying around, you can use an electric mixer, stand mixer, hand mixer. I don't have one yet, so I'm using good old elbow grease instead. Which is why I've used margarine and not real butter, because I've been a year older. So that's nice and soft already, as you can see, it's all fluffy. And to this, I'm going to sift in 1 1/4 cups of plain flour, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Read the recipe for me. Right, so let's get my sieve out ready. So we want 1/4 cup of plain flour. No, we don't. We want 1 1/4 cups of plain flour. You'll have to excuse the awkwardness. This is the first time I've done a video in the house on my own, and it feels rather odd talking to the camera. I'm sure I'll get used to it. So that's 1 cup. And 1/4 cup. So any of you that haven't had Afghans, we did a video where we tasted a load of New Zealand treats, and Afghans were absolutely beautiful. They're basically a chocolate biscuit, but they're extra crunchy because they've got cornflakes in them, and they're really, really, really yummy. So we're going for 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. It's going to go everywhere, I've got a feeling. So, it goes out. So we're going to sift these together and then give it a mix. Normally, at home, I don't sift anything, but because this is a recipe I've never tried before, I thought I'd better actually follow the recipe. Don't really do anything, it just adds a bit more air and gets any lumps out. If you're using a stand mixer, I would bother. Just stick it on extra fast for a little bit and it'll knock them all out in here. But since I'm doing it by hand, I'm choking on cocoa powder, I thought I'd better go with the old methods. Tried and tested and all that. Some nice big lumps in the bottom of them. Just going to push them through. Don't want to lose any of that nice cocoa flavour. My neighbours are going to think I'm crazy. It's quite clear that there's no one else in this house and I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to mix all that together. I'm guessing this is a fairly dry mix because you've got to like ball it together. Yeah, it looks quite dry. And then once I've mixed all this in, we're going to add some cornflakes for the extra crunch. I've also got coconut, which I'm tempted to add. I'm a coconut fiend. Right, so this is coming together, looking a bit dough-like, which is good. And now I'm going to get it everywhere, but then I'm going to add my cornflakes. So it's a 1.5 cups of cornflakes to mix. It's amazing how much crunch it gives a biscuit. The ones we had caramel on the top as well. I need to figure out how they managed to do that and keep it soft, because they're super yummy. But I'm going to put a bit of chocolate on the top of these ones today, and probably a sprinkle of coconut. So I've gone cheap chips with my cornflakes because we don't really eat them, and it's only for the crunch in them. In the biscuit, hygiene all the way. I didn't pull that off with my teeth, honestly. So it's 1.5 cups of cornflakes. You can just throw them everywhere. There's one. And a half and a bit. And again, I'm going to beat it up with my spoon. I might even get my hands in this because it's quite thick. So, I'm going to keep an eye out for some other nice New Zealand treats to make. Lamingtons we tried, they're like a light sponge. I'm not sure I can do that without a stand mixer, but I will have a look for a recipe. And if you like this one, then you can check out on that too. Right, so that's all kind of coming together. You can see, or maybe not see. There you go, you can see. So my next thing I need to do is grease the baking tray. The one thing I absolutely adore about this house is I now have a dishwasher, which is the one thing I've never owned. It's amazing. It means I can make as much mess as I like and I don't really have to wash it up. Right, so the recipe says teaspoons, but I think that's too small, so I'm just going to take like little round balls, probably like meatball-y sized. Put them on my tray. And then I'm going to stick a fork in them. I don't know if when you were at school you had chocolate concrete, but this reminds me of chocolate concrete. It's yummy. So these need to cook, as I said, at gas at 180 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. New oven, well, new to me, so hopefully they don't burn. We'll see. So that's that bit done. I'm going to stick a fork in and flatten them a little bit. I'm just going to wash my hands. My nice like white clean tea towels, not white and clean for very long when you've got cocoa. Right, I'm going to stick a fork in them. Just flatten them out a little bit. Don't actually know what you can and can't see on there. And I forgot to buy plain chocolate at the supermarket yesterday, but I do have some dark orange chocolate in the cupboard, so I'm going to top it with that. Dark chocolate seems to be a thing over here. Everything's covered in dark chocolate, or it has dark chocolate in it. So that's my little Afghans, all ready to go in the oven. So, I've got my first batch of Afghans out of the oven. They're looking nice, smelling lovely. Cocoa's very dark, so we'll see what that tastes like. Because, like I said, we've just moved into a house and I don't really have any equipment, I'm going to have to kind of make up a version of melting chocolate. So I've got 2 bowls, one that's got some chocolate in, one without. I'm going to fill this full of boiling water straight from the kettle, and hopefully I'm going to balance this in the top and hope it melts, kind of like a pretend double boiler. I need to buy a glass bowl so I can actually make a bain-marie, but we'll try it this way first, I'm sure it'll be fine. Might have some bent fingers, but it's not the first time. I'm just trying to decide if the combination of chocolate orange and coconut will go, but we'll try. It sounds nice in my head. Hooray, we have meltage. It didn't take very long. Chocolate smells absolutely divine. It's dark chocolate with 70% cocoa and orange. It smells gorgeous. And it's melting nicely. So my plan is to dunk some of these biscuits in the orange chocolate and then sprinkle with coconut. That's my plan. Coconut's like one of my all-time favourite ingredients. If I could use it in absolutely all of my cooking, I would. I've got a set of 6 bowls and this is the smallest one. How cute is that? Yes, I do get excited about small things. So we've got coconut at the ready. My chocolate's starting to melt. Let's give it a stir. Smells divine. Need to keep an eye on the clock because I've got some more Afghans in the oven. I wish you had smell-o-vision and you could smell this chocolate. It's beautiful. See, melty chocolate. It's yummy. There's some amazing chocolate out here. There's a company called Whittaker's and they do massive big bars of chocolate with everything in the world that you can imagine in them. They even do an L&P version, which you can look back at our Kiwi tasting video. L&P is like an orange drink. It's native to New Zealand. It doesn't even give you a description on the bottle. It just says it's a lemonish drink. I like it. But you can actually get white chocolate with L&P flavour in it. And you can buy peanut butter slab, which is amazing. And peanut slab, and almond slab, and anything nutty and chocolatey. Yummy, yummy, yummy. But this one here is a Cadbury's. 70% cocoa and orange. And it's nearly melted, so my little pretend double boiler actually worked. MacGyver cooking, I'm going to call this. Who needs actual equipment, eh? Chocolate out. Get rid of that water. It's a nice stir. It's got little bits in, but I'm guessing that's little orangey black bursts. So my first attempt, I'm going to try and dip and hope that it doesn't go everywhere. Oh, it works, it works. I think that might be the way forward. Let's dip. Dip and dunk. Gotta be the way. So we've got Afghans with orange chocolate dipped in coconut. Because why not, eh? Why not? I might even give these a nice little cheeky drizzle of chocolate again afterwards. So if you guys actually want me to cook anything in particular, then please do drop us a message on the Facebook page, or on the YouTube page, or on Twitter. You can find me at Fellows Fancies on all of the above. And I will have a go at whatever you'd like me to bake. I'm trying to get this channel up and running so that I don't actually have to get a real job while I'm out here. Because who wouldn't love to bake for a living, eh? Especially when you can do it in your pajamas. Right, so that's one set done and coconutted. I'm just going to let the other ones cool and I'm going to do the same thing. And then I will come back and show you me eating one, just so you know how lovely they are. Right, so they're all ready and it's time to try one of these bad boys. They look yummy, they're still warm. Yum. Mmm. Lovely. They're not as nice as the ones I bought in the shop, but they're still very nice. I'll put a copy of the recipe below. Enjoy. Bye.